Hey guys, welcome to this episode of Emergency Intercom. Today, Drew is not here. He may look like he's here, but he's not actually here. Took a few minutes this morning to meditate and really disassociate from his body so that he could be present while not being here, which is honestly a very honorable thing for him to do. He just wasn't really feeling like talking today. But it's okay. I have lots to talk about, lots to catch up on. How about you, Drew? Drew says that he's feeling okay. He's feeling the most at peace he's ever felt in his life. And he's very grateful that he took the decision to meditate away from his job today.
I'm feeling great.
Oh, you're back.
Yeah. I reversed a lobotomy. I have regeneration capabilities after that, so...
I don't think that's what happens when you get a lobotomy. You don't get those kind of powers.
I mean, have you had a lobotomy? Would you know?
No.
Exactly.
Okay, sorry.
So,
is that your new tactic? It's just to like...
Don't come for me.
Uh-huh.
Don't compete. Don't compare where you don't compete. Damn.
I think it's don't compete where you don't compare.
There's some fucking slime mold on this.
Ew, stop it. I don't like that.
Should I touch it?
Yeah, what is it?
Oh, it's just like wax.
Oh. What's up, girl? How was your sleep? Let's start there. Let's start off simple. We don't always have to get into the cock and balls of it all.
My sleep was great. I went to bed. I've been watching a lot of shows, like a lot of shows, all over the spectrum of shows, which have been keeping me up really late. But I still wake up super early. But today, I did sleep in a little bit. But the reason I slept in today is because I wanted to finish my dream, and I finished that dream. And
are you gonna talk about the dream, or do you think it's?
I literally forgot about it already, but I know it has to do with what's his face?
Jack Harlow.
Jack Harlow going down a water slide and hitting his head on the water slide, and then like seizing up like rigor mortis style, like where his arms were like up like this, and then that's like really where it ended. Like, and then like he just like popped back out of it and like stopped having a seizure and was immediately like trying to be
no
like
concussion,
sexy.
no nothing.
Just popped out of it.
Yeah,
and that's literally where the dream ended.
I guess for Jack Harlow, it would be embarrassing of him to have like a head injury induced seizure.
Jack Harlow can make a seizure sexy. Let's just say that.
can.
Jack Harlow is the sexiest man on earth.
Okay, let's talk about it.
Let's dive in. And that's all we have to say.
Yeah, that's it. That's about it. Well, I started watching the show Drew started watching, which I guess this is technically us starting media early, but it was like the last thing my brain had. That show, for some reason, makes me so anxious. So I had to turn it off and watch, I watched this girl on YouTube who, she doesn't undo them, but she does like ceramic pourings, and I guess she just bought a lot of like a bunch of them, and she goes through and like pours them, and then she
it's
like
like a
finds out what they are.
surprise
Yeah.
every time.
And I fall asleep to those all the time because she literally has like 120.
She does the like, what is it, roto spin molding where she spins it. It's very just soothing.
I think we're talking about someone else, because my girl, she's not like making ceramic on like the spin wheel.
No, it's like those blocks, and she pours the goop inside and then spins it.
Spin it so that it's like an even coating. Okay, yeah. I thought you meant like the spin wheel. I was like, no. But I started Candy because Drew told me to, and then now I have to catch up. Did you watch episode 3?
Yeah, I finished episode 3.
Okay, so I have to catch up before tonight. I guess tonight we have a concert, but after or before, we have to see if the new episode is out.
Yeah.
There's a new episode tonight.
Because Hulu's doing this thing where they're releasing 5 episodes in 5 days or something. I don't know exactly how many episodes they're releasing, but it's a 5-day event, which I kind of like. I'm like, ooh, it gives me something to come back to tonight.
Also, Friday is Friday the 13th.
Kill.
I wonder if that's why they did it this week, because the name of the first episode is Friday the 13th.
Oh, I was trying to figure it out why. Because I know, like, like streaming services that like release shows weekly and they're like 8 to 12 episodes long, like force you to keep your subscription for that long. And it's like, damn, like just release it. If they release it all at once, you would just binge it in 2 days and then you can unsubscribe. So I was like, I wonder what the like purpose of them releasing this over 5 days is. And then I was like, maybe it's like these are the highest months or days that people unsubscribe or something, but it's literally that because they wanted to.
Also, Hulu has the Kardashians now. They don't have to worry about people unsubscribing.
Exactly. They've actually,
the Kardashians, which I've watched every episode of, and I never watched Keeping Up with the Kardashians. But I have been watching the Kardashians because I love Kris Jenner. She's
apparently she's good this season. Apparently she's like a witch in every other season. But
really?
I think she's toning it down this season is what.
Dude, I think it's because she's genuinely like in her old like era. Like she's just like an old lady grandma in the room. Like she's just like saying things. Dude, her commentary. Wait, actually, I literally have a clip of it and I'm gonna play it. Because I thought this was like the funniest shit I've ever heard come out of like an older woman's mouth in my life. Okay, Apple, why does my shit have to load if it's just in my photos?
Yeah, I think that means mine's been doing that recently, and I think you might have iCloud Photo turned on.
Stop, don't say that to me.
I remember this.
And one person would write and go, "Listen, you look fat today, bitch."
Listen, you look fat today, bitch.
Her calling out her child like that is crazy.
Also, like, not even that, like, her delivery of that, like, when she impersonates, "Listen, you look fat today, bitch."
That's how all people that aren't her family sound in her brain. Everyone who talks shit to her sounds like that.
But yeah, I love that show so much. So I, like, was watching that. All I've been doing is watching the Kardashians and playing Fortnite. And like I say that every episode, but it's genuinely like it's like making me go backwards. Like my IQ is dropping rapidly. Not to say that the Kardashians are doing that, but Fortnite is doing that. I buy V-Bucks so fast.
That's crazy.
It's really bad.
You need to chill.
It's really bad.
You do need to chill.
Are my bins coming up?
I don't know if that's what that is. Yeah, I guess it is.
But I got so many emotes recently, and they're all so good. So, like, they know what they were doing.
I want the Segway one really bad, and I just missed my chance, and I'm not going to get it. Because I have not been playing Fortnite, but I've been doing something equally as shitty for my brain, and I've been watching a lot of anime. Like, a crazy, disgusting amount of anime. And you know what I do? And it's really gross, and I sent a photo of myself to Kai doing it, is I, like, play with myself.
You play with yourself?
Yeah.
And you sent a photo of you doing it to Kai?
Yeah. No, I like will sit on my bed and like I bought like a McChicken and I just started like having sex with it. And it was like I was like, damn, this shit like feels really good. And then I was like, okay, this shit feels good. I'm gonna get a Popeye's chicken sandwich because you know they mayo the fuck out of the Popeye's chicken. And you know the crispy coating is like a little bit like more ribbed. So I was like, oh, like ribbed for his pleasure. So I did it with the Popeye. It wasn't as good as a McChicken.
Is it because it was like more crispy? So like you found that instead of it being ribbed, it was razored?
It was cutting my penis up. And
it was cutting your member.
Yeah, it was like literally bleeding all over the place. No, but I just like I've been snacking like crazy. It's like crazy.
Was that like a planned bit? Like no. Why did you do that?
No, I've just been like sitting in bed snacking like crazy, and I'll order like McDonald's at like 11 p.m. like and just sit in my bed like basically ass naked and like eating McDonald's in my bed.
Door open or closed?
Well, no one's here and the door's open so Zool can come in and out. Cause he's my little baby boy. He sleeps with me every night and he like crawls up against my back and lays on me. It's really cute. He's really cute and he's my little boy.
Okay, so you've been snacking.
Yeah. And watching anime. And like I'll have like hell, like dude, it was so gross. I had so many crumbs on like my comforter, and like 2 days ago, I just was like, okay, I've had enough of this shit. And
you know what I did? Sit there for 2 days.
Yeah, you know what I did? Enya, is I grabbed it. I took all my plushies off. I grabbed it and just went, and just like did the wave, and it just all flew off in my room, and then I
Did you
remade my
vacuum?
bed. Yeah, I vacuumed.
Okay. I was like, you're just gonna step on all the crumbs and get them in your bed and go like this with your feet.
At the bottom of my bed. No, yeah, I just had hella crumbs in my bed, and like the worst part is I was eating like hot Cheetos and Takis in bed, so like the Takis dust would go off, and then like it would like I would lay on it in the middle of the night, and like I would have like Taki dust stains on my hip, and that's honestly my life, and like. I was telling Kai yesterday, I'm like hella depressed, and like if that shows you anything or tells you anything about the level of depression I'm at right now, I don't know how to finish that, but I'm hella depressed.
Well, I'm hella good. I think I have finally beat depression. I don't feel sad ever. I'm the happiest I've ever been.
Same.
Yeah, I'm fucking slaying. I'm slaying boots. I'm slaying house.
Y'all should kill yourselves.
I'm slaying boots with the huh?
Both of y'all should kill yourselves.
You shouldn't say that to your friends. What if I said that to you and you're depressed?
I would kill myself and write you in my fucking suicide.
Exactly. See how much power I have over you? You're pathetic.
You're a freak. See, no, this is what happens. I cry for help. And no one takes it serious. Enya makes fun of me.
More
and then Kai's
recently, I told
advocate.
Drew, I was like, we should go out to a dinner and have like a talk. Like, I feel like you need to talk. And then it got around to dinner. I was like, you ready to go? And he was like, I'm ordering McDonald's. And he ignored the fact that I wanted to go to dinner.
I'm not talking about shit. Like, that's the thing, is I don't talk about shit. That's my thing.
I do talk about shit. I talk
One
about
thing
everything.
about me is I'm not going to talk about anything. Ever. Never, ever, ever. Like, I tried to talk with Kai, and I was like, I'm not ready to talk about it.
It was so crazy. He sat me down. He was like, yeah, I'm going through something, but I just can't talk about it yet. And I was like, okay.
It's lit, though. It's, like, lit. No one's talking about this. This cured my depression for 3 days.
Well, let's go get more flowers.
My flower arrangement.
You need more flowers.
Yeah, but they're already dying, and I'm like, what's the fucking point? I spent so much money on this. Like, it was actually like I didn't realize how expensive fucking flowers were until I was like buying them this time, and I was just like, oh yeah, like a bouquet of flowers is like $3, right? No, like at the flower market they're like $15 each, like $20 each, and I was like, I bought like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like close to 7 different flower arrangements, and I spent a bag, and I can't do that again. I hate it. I hated it, but also I loved it. What, motherfuckers? Damn, I'm a comedian or something. I got y'all laughing. I'm gonna put comedian in my bio. If you have comedian in your bio, I can't with you, and you're not funny, I'm done with you. There's one person in particular that does that. Bleep this out.
Oh, I without you even saying it, I knew it. It's so embarrassing. Like, you're embarrassing. Like,
too much.
Oh my god, some people's IG stories, like, you need to get a grip. You are like clinically insane. Like, you are a psychopath.
It's crazy. It really is crazy. And look, we didn't say the name publicly. And if they see this clip and they're like, what the fuck? And I'm like, if the shoe fits, baby. Like, I'm sorry, you know
Put
deep
it
down.
on.
Yeah. That's something I want to start doing is like, I don't even know what I was going to say. Like, I really don't know what I was going to say. That's actually scary.
Since we were on the topic of
hella overstimulated.
You're overstimulated?
The internet is,
yeah, it's
like,
too much.
I'm like, damn, there is so much happening like all the time, and like scrolling through my TikTok feed and like the bright light like flickering in my face when I'm in bed at night. Like, do you know what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's like literally I'm so overstimulated. It's like, it's scary as fuck. Like, I mean, we were talking about it yesterday. I was like, now like when I see that the world is ending, I just like scroll past it, and I'm like, out of sight, out of mind. I don't give a fuck. Like, get it out of my face.
I'm just like, oh well.
Like, I'm like ignoring it. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm big oil companies or whatever you want to fucking say it, but like it really will freak me the fuck out.
Yeah, I used to be somebody who was really like could easily like take in all that information. But I am like, again, I know this is like a privileged statement too, but I'm just like at the point where I'm like, I actually can't. Like, I can't look at it. It's like gonna freak me out. I'm gonna like make awful decisions for myself to like try to feel better. Like, it's not gonna be good for me. And I can just like gloss over it. And then I like.
It's mental health. It's always mental health this, mental health that. Period.
Speaking of you being mentally ill and wanting to die, I decided I want my tombstone, if I died in the near future, to be an Xbox. Like, I want my tombstone to be an Xbox, and
like
I want a little screen in it
Xbox
with all my
One.
Fortnite highlights in it.
Girl, like your 3 highlights. Oh.
I've gotten really good, guys. I'm really good.
What's
You know what I've
your
taken
highest kill
on?
game?
I've been sniping the fuck out of bitches.
Do you hunt
recently.
people now, or do you still
No,
just
I
run
fully
to the
hunt.
end?
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see when we have our
I
break.
don't finish a game without like 6 to 10 kills. Like, I don't. Even in games where I do really shitty. Like, I like run in the middle of everything. You are so misogynistic.
That is
like,
the most
you not
misogynistic
believing-
thing I've ever seen Drew
No,
do.
I saw the level that you left at like 2 weeks ago, and if you improve that much in 2 weeks, like, you are actually like a savant, and this is your calling, and you should only play Fortnite.
I don't know if you mean my literal level, but
No, I mean like your playing skill level, but you did level like 40 levels.
no, I literally.
I mean, I
left-
guess it makes sense because that's all you did in New York.
I literally left this house at level 30, and I'm at level 80 right now.
That's crazy. That's psycho.
And I left with 1 emote to my name, and now I have a ring full of emotes, which includes Tootsie Slide. What was I going to say? Oh, I don't trust new infrastructure. I don't think more buildings need to be made, and I don't trust them.
It's all made out of cardboard.
Yeah, I don't like new bridges. New bridges should not be made, which doesn't make sense, because realistically, I should trust new bridges over old bridges, because old bridges have been used so many times that like it's like technically the likelihood of it like collapsing is higher. But I don't trust new bridges. They turn them up too quick.
We're too lazy now. Like,
Yeah.
we're cutting corners with materials to save
Also,
money.
I don't want to be the first bitch on the bridge. Like, no, I'm not gonna be the first bitch crossing that bridge.
I mean, I don't think many bridges are being like erected though now. I think.
In Miami, there's so many highways being built because of like it's like prepping for more people to like come to the city, and so many highways and like what are they called? Like
overpasses.
overpasses are being built. I'm like,
Yeah,
that's gonna fall.
There's been like construction in Fort Worth. I'm not kidding. Since I've been born, they've been building these roads since I was like 3 or 4 years old, and still they have not finished them. It's been like a 20-year project. It's like actually crazy. And everyone's like, damn, are y'all ever gonna finish that shit? This is the most boring shit I've ever said. Like talking about roads in Fort Worth.
No, but it's like I would trust that over fucking Miami turning out a bridge in like 3 days. I'm like, no, what is happening here?
Also, Miami's literally built on sand, so it's like gonna settle and crack, and like it will
erode
fall.
immediately.
It will fall. The bridges will fall. Who was the villain that blew up all the bridges? It was like a super villain that blew up all the bridges to Manhattan and trapped everybody in Manhattan. But maybe it was
in a movie.
Maybe I think
Wasn't it Bane?
I'm like,
Yeah, I
is this
think it's
real
Bane.
life?
Yeah, that happened in real life.
Yeah, this happened in real life. It was a documentary that I watched recently.
Like, I was genuinely, I was like, when did this happen?
I think there was who cares? That's my vibe recently is who the fuck cares?
Wait,
like,
was it Bane or was it Riddler?
I think Riddler blew up the seawall. He he flooded the city.
Is
He
there
flooded the
actually a
hose.
seawall for New York? I'm like confused. I was really confused by that because
there
I was like,
might be, but I know that they're like
But it's
supposed
not
to be
New
building
York.
one.
It's like
It's like a fictionalized
Yeah.
version of New York. But I do think that they
Batman.
are building like an anti-global climate change sea level rising wall.
that's like insane.
Not
Why
them
don't
building
we
the wall.
literally
Oh,
build the
not
wall?
them building
Keeping
the
out the
wall.
fish. Keep out the. I'm with them. Keep out the fish. Keep out the fish in the water. New York, build the seawall. Build that wall.
So-
You guys, it's like a very different type of wall. So
no,
not-
they're building the wall.
No,
Yikes.
this
Oh
wall-
my
You're not
God.
down?
No, I'm not down.
This
for the
wall
wall
is good. This wall's good.
Look, we can
guys.
remain friends though.
Walls are not good, Kai. You should be careful. with
Walls
how you're
can
speaking.
sometimes be good. Like
Oh my god!
Build the seawall.
No, not me seeing that movie and being like, oh my god, could that happen? Like, I literally am like
the
dumb as
Batman
fuck.
movie?
I'm like, this was kind of filmed in New York.
I mean, I literally know nothing. I think it could happen. I don't know.
What?
Can New
Batman.
York be flooded by the Riddler?
Look it up. Look it up.
You want me to Google that?
Yeah, Google that. It's happening. We need to
Word
get a
for
TV
word.
right here so we can watch Kai what he's doing.
Or so we can just watch TV.
We can just what is it? Where it's just the silhouettes and it's them like commentating on shit. Like Space Odyssey Theater 3000.
Science Theater or whatever. But yeah, we would have a TV here in the glare, like we wouldn't see anything. We don't have curtains in any rooms in our house. Anytime we watch
curtains.
We can't watch TV in the daytime.
Which is lit. It should be like that.
We need curtains so we can finish candy.
It'll be nighttime enough, or we can hang up the sheet. I am so anti curtains; it's actually a problem. I think I am the naked neighbor. You know, everybody has a naked neighbor. I walk when I'm alone. I walk through this house. I strut through this house butt ass naked. Like I'll go to it's fucked up. I'll go to your room and look at myself in your mirror naked, and I admire my body.
I really don't like the idea that you've ever been in my room butt naked.
I mean, it's the truth.
I really
like
don't
I'm
like
sorry,
that.
it's the truth.
That's
I'm just revealing my secrets.
you like sprayed your dust on all my things.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Yeah. Have you ever been in my room naked?
No, because I'm a sane person and I'm not going into your room naked.
I've been in Josh's room naked too, because they all both have the only two mirrors.
Get a mirror.
No, there's no a mirror. Who? There's no spot to put a mirror in my house or in my room.
Put one in the fucking hallway, you loser.
Cover up the pink wall. Did you see that they painted the pink wall stripes?
It's because they tried to spice it up.
Which is
Did you
actually
see-
humiliating and embarrassing. It looks so fucking bad. Paint it pink.
Did you see that the guy who posted the video originally, because all the comments were like most of them were about us, his next update video, he hashtagged it Enya Umanzor and Drew Phillips because
He has no idea who the fuck we are. They're like, why do they care so much?
yeah, it just showed up.
All
His
of the
response
comments.
was on my timeline, and I looked at the
Oh my
hashtags,
God.
and I was like, oh my god.
It's crazy how fast the truth is spreading. Like the sleeper agents have been awoke or are about to be awoken. Everybody on literally every TikTok you see on your For You page, I'm not joking. If everybody here commented the truth is spreading with the purple demon head emoji, it would become scary. Just say the truth. You don't even have to mention me. Just say the truth is spreading. Also, we have to get the spelling right. Is it DREWTH or DRUTH?
Well, I think it should be your name.
Drew, D-R-U-W.
Yeah, but the problem is Drew Barrymore
This
has
fucking witch.
I don't know if like how long she's done that, but now on her
She
show
hasn't done that.
she does Truth or Dare,
Yeah.
which is fully like it's not obviously her. It's like somebody who works on that production
Writing it.
wrote it and was like, oh, this would be like a good little thing. Like,
Oh, the
Truth or Dare.
truth. I know one of her producers are watching this. I just know it,
And
like
they just-
straight
they
up.
just
And I'm
show-
looking you in the soul. You stole from me, you writer. Derogatory.
What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen now?
Nothing.
Oh, I thought you were
Like
gonna,
nothing's gonna happen. I just want them to feel shame. For
I thought you were
stealing the
gonna
truth.
like command your subjects to like go and like get it.
But the truth will spread all over you. The truth will spray all over you.
The truth will squirt all over you.
Exactly. Okay. So everybody thought the pandemic was bad, right? Okay. Does no one remember the Zandemic? The literal Zandemic?
Wait,
2016?
that
That shit was crazy.
I was around someone like new. I met someone in New York who just was like in their house, and I like made the joke. I was like, "Oh my god, I have so much anxiety right now." Like I said that,
Xanarchy.
and it genuinely like confused the fuck out of them. They were like, "You have Xanax on you right now," and then they seemed intrigued, like they
Was
wanted
this
some.
person older?
No, they were like maybe like 5 years older than me.
Okay.
So they fully would have been around for this pandemic.
Cognitive.
Like, but it was just so funny because they were like, "What?" And I was like, "No, Zan."
I think I know who it is. Do I know
name.
who it is?
No, you don't.
Oh, okay.
I was like, I'm just mixing the words, like Zanxiety. And then, yeah, he was just really confused. He was like, "Are you on Xanax?"
Xanax made SoundCloud rappers.
Yeah, and then I
that's-
was like, "No, this rapper Lil Xan, he has like his song called Zanxiety."
Wait.
And then that was embarrassing to
No,
explain.
he had Xanarchy. We're gonna go crazy. Literally, Xanarchy is just like taking a bunch of Xanax and like burning down a city, dude. No, but the
Can you take
Xandemic.
Xanax and have the fucking bodily will to go and burn down a city?
Oh yeah, it's just like being drunk. Like you don't realize what's going on, and then you wake up the next day and you're like, wait, what did I do?
See, in my head, Xanax like puts you to sleep. I'm like, you have to like be like.
It knocked my ass out. I was prescribed. Don't even go there. Xanax is
literally
not
not a
my
single
drug
person
of
was
choice.
going to like.
Oh, they were going there. Xanax is
I can't
not
tell
my
if
drug
you
of
love
choice.
the supporters of the truth or like you like feel like they're.
Oh, the
against you.
truth. We're not thinking that. It was the other bitches that refused to join. Your day is coming.
Your days are numbered.
Literally.
Saying that to someone is so menacing. Your days are numbered.
You're gonna
bitch.
die soon. Saying that, like.
I have a really bad habit when someone makes me upset, like specifically a stranger. I go, and I get to say this because I've experienced this pain and I know it makes you a better person. But I'm always like, one of your parents will die this week. Like one of your parents will be dying this week. Some girl when I was like bumped into me so crazy.
Should we take it?
Oh yeah.
Hello.
Hello. This is an automated message from Spectrum about
Oh. They're trying to cancel our internet. No.
You think it was gonna be a fun call?
I know the fun ones
and
stopped.
it's real.
The fun ones stopped. Does anybody like? I think they like cracked down on toll calls or something because I'm not getting any good ones anymore. Like it's always just like Spectrum calling me or I don't know. Actually, maybe I am getting good ones and I'm just ignoring it. I think I am.
Yeah, I think you're ignoring all the good ones. But yeah, this girl
Yeah,
like
I'm
bumped
getting a
into me
few.
like the craziest I've been bumped into in a very long time on the street when there was like space to not bump into me. And when she walked away, I just turned around to my friends and I was like, "What's crazy is her parents will be dying this week, like both of them probably." And you don't want to fuck with me because it happens. I've killed so many parents by accident.
It's crazy.
And I am sorry, but
That's why I'm friends with her because I
Yeah.
don't want her to come after my parents next. I called my parents like I was watching this TikTok account. Also, I'm addicted to TikTok again. It's like really fucked up. Like I racked
Yeah,
up
same.
9 hours and 14 minutes.
Oh, I
on
want to
my
know what
phone.
my screen time is. I'm hella on there again.
But I relapsed so hard. It's like crazy. It's literally crazy.
You don't have to say it like you're talking about an app. You don't have to like say it like that.
But I was watching this account and both of her parents have dementia. And it was breaking my fucking heart. It was like literally the saddest shit I'd ever seen. And I don't know how she does it. She's like literally the strongest person I think ever. Like if my parents like couldn't remember me, I would like freak the fuck out. That is genuinely like the saddest thing I think that could ever happen to me is if my parents forgot who I am. But I called them like crying and I was like, if you motherfuckers get dementia, I am locking you away. Like I am locking you in an old folks home. I am not taking care of you. So don't even like think about getting it. Like don't even.
Well, you should just make a song with your parents right now. So then when they get dementia, you can sing it to them and they'll remember who you are. I learned that from Coco.
Aw.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. It's like gonna make me tear up. Dude, she said the saddest shit I've ever heard. She was
Who?
like,
Coco?
this girl on TikTok. She was like,
Coco.
she was like talking, like basically all of the TikToks were her asking her dad to like spend the night and like, do you want to spend the night tonight? I'll cook you dinner. And every time he would say yes. And someone was like, why do you ask him that? And she was like, well, like, he doesn't remember 5 minutes or something like that. So I have to like ask him if he wants to spend the night and eat food because he can't go home. Like he can't take care of himself. It's like a danger for him. So I have to ask him and I give him that choice. And then someone was like, what happens if like he says no, that he doesn't want to spend the night and eat dinner at your house? And she's like, honestly, it doesn't happen. He always does say he wants to spend the night and spend time with his lovely daughter. But there has been a few times where he's like, no. And then 5 minutes later, I ask him again and he's already forgot that he said no. And he says yes. So I would
God.
freak out.
Yeah, that would green me out. I would become like selfish in the way that I'd be like, oh my God, this is affecting me way too much. Like it takes like a strong ass person to be
She
able
is
to like.
a fucking boss. Like,
Yeah.
because she also has a kid and a husband of her own. She's taking care of both of her parents. And, like, she was like, I have, like, a little bit of help. But, like, she was like, my mom goes away for, like, a week at a time and spends time with her friends or something. And I'm like, girl, you need real help. But I don't know. It makes me sad. She's a beast.
I know.
She's
That's
lit.
like insane because I would tap out. I'd be like, I love you so much, but this.
You're going home. You're going to the old
I want to
folks'
go
home.
have a girls' night.
I know.
Like,
I
you're
need a
literally-
drink. I need a drinkiana.
I get my parents belligerently drunk.
I need to go to the nice guy.
Me at the ripe age of 50, I need to go to the nice guy.
Literally, Drake's dad be like,
I need to go to Delilah's.
literally, I need to go to Poppy's.
Fuck, what was I gonna say? Oh, I was thinking about this, and what's crazy is my dad isn't 50 yet, and I'm already 23. So, I don't know that math, but he's young. That's it.
Your dad is young.
Yeah. Because Dante is turning 26 this year. So, my dad isn't even twice Dante's age. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's woo crazy. Like I'm not kidding. That's like been blowing my mind.
I
guess my dad's
my mom is
25
double
years
my
older
age.
than me. Your mom?
Yeah,
My
I think. I don't know.
My mom's only like 10 years older than me.
Really? Your mom had you when she was 10?
I guess. I've never done the math, but I mean, if I think about it, yeah.
How is that even fucking possible?
Yeah, like what?
I'm just opening up to you guys, sharing
No, you're
stuff.
disrupting our like sweet like talk about our parents with a little like thing, like a little thing that you
Okay.
thought of.
Yeah, sorry.
Freak.
My bad.
No, but actually I was thinking about it. I was like, oh my god, my dad is like young as bones. Like I'm gonna be like 60 and my dad's gonna be like 80 because my dad will live forever. Like
Yeah.
there's no doubt about it. And my mom will live forever. My mom's only like 43.
Oh my god, I have to die before my parents. I cannot survive their deaths.
Yeah, I don't think I.
Yeah,
I'm like, yeah, I don't think I could ever survive the death of a parent.
Listen.
No, but like for real, I don't think I could do. I couldn't.
No.
I can't do it again.
I can't do that shit, bro. Like if my parents, no, I don't even. I'm not even gonna say it. I'm like,
Knock on wood, knock on wood, knock on
knocking on wood like crazy. But just know, mom and dad, that I will die before you. I'm sorry.
They don't. I don't think they want to hear that.
I'm sorry. It's the truth. Okay. So moving on, pivoting. This is like a really crazy topic.
Yeah,
Like,
you've had really crazy takes today.
no,
so.
this one's actually fucking insane. Okay, we all used Omegle as children. We all did it, like without a doubt. Like most of us listening used Omegle, whatever you want to call it. Did you ever show knockers or hole on there?
No, not on there.
I did. I did.
What, you showed your tits?
No.
Hole.
No.
Member.
You remember. But I was begged to. And I had power and I felt powerful.
Wait, were you groomed into doing something?
We were all groomed on Omegle. Like
Yeah.
that's what it is. We were all groomed.
I don't know if you had power, but I'm glad you felt that.
No, let me like think of my trauma the way I want to think of my trauma.
Oh, yeah, I'll let you have
I
that.
had the power to do that.
Literally me as a 15-year-old being convinced that if I posted lewd pictures of my body, it was me taking my power back. I was like, yeah. I'm claiming my sexuality before anybody else does. Me having kissed a person before. that was like the greatest like extent to my sexual exploration is having kissed somebody.
That's lit. Jay, I told you it was crazy. You didn't believe me.
Yeah, I didn't believe that.
You didn't believe me.
No, I did not share
It was between that. It was between that or me saying, why is Sprite low-key lit? Because Sprite is lit. I got a Sprite the other day because I ordered 2 meals. Because I have this little hack. I order 2 meals at once on Postmates so I can eat one now and eat one later. So I don't have to pay the delivery fee twice. Bitches catch on. But I got a Coke and a Sprite. And And I enjoyed the Sprite way more than I enjoyed the Coke.
I'm just such a Coke girl.
That's what I thought. Like, I thought I was that too.
Like a McDonald's Sprite is that where it was from or what?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, but that's different. McDonald's Sprite is a different breed of Sprite. Like, I can't just like go open a can of Sprite and like it's not gonna give me the same flavor.
Yeah, I want to take a bath in McDonald's Sprite.
Ooh, it would like sting. And you want it to sting your members. Okay.
Yeah.
I see how fast I catch on to you.
Yeah, you know my vibe.
You little bastard prick.
Bitch.
Don't call her a bitch, Drew.
She can call me a bastard.
You're a fucking bastard. I'm not. Am I lying? The thing was, I'm not a bastard. I literally am not. I was made within wedding vows, and like I am perfect. I'm an angel. I'm sorry, but some of you are bastards.
Some of you are a bastard child.
It's really embarrassing.
Bastard children.
Yikes.
Yikes, couldn't be me.
Making that, let's bring that back. It's being, like, really fucked up and being like, oh, you're a bastard.
In, like, a medieval way.
Like, literally in a medieval way. I know
there has to be really gnarly, like racist, fucked up connotations to bastard. Because, like, when you think, like, why was it so, I guess, but it's also just the connotations that, like, to have a kid without marriage made you like a slut and a fucking demon. So that's where it comes from.
Did.
But, huh?
It did.
Oh, damn.
Oh, you're really bringing it back. You're not kidding.
I'm not joking.
You're a fucking bastard. You're a little bastard. I love the word bastard.
It
okay,
is
little
lit.
bastard. You little bastard.
You put emphasis on it.
Okay, you little shaytard.
I'm a shaytard through and through. Like, simply.
Where are they?
We need to rise up.
They're
the fandom is dying.
Minnesota.
The fandom is dying, and we need to rise.
No, I literally was a shaytard fan. Like, I literally, like, that was some of the first YouTubers I watched. That and CTFXC.
Oh, crucial.
I think I've said that before, but those were the first YouTubers I watched.
Yeah,
I wanted to be.
CTFXC was the first YouTuber I watched. That and, like, SXC Phil.
I don't know that one.
It's Philip DeFranco, but that's what his
Oh.
original.
I was
yeah.
like, you
Yeah.
watched a sexy
Man.
No.
Phil?
Did you guys ever watch Kev Jumba?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
No, I don't know who
Kev
that is.
Jumba was like, I was like, that's the goat.
Yeah,
When I was
I
in, like,
watched
seventh
Kev
grade.
Jumba. I watched Shane Dawson.
Yes.
I
same.
watched Decimate. They had like the random videos. I don't even know videos. And then
Smosh.
any of like Shane Dawson's universe. Like I think her name was like Brittany.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I sent her a box of cupcake cereal because I was like a big stan. So me and Madeline sent her a box of cupcake cereal to her PO box.
That's cute.
Yeah, I was like a huge stan of her because she loved everything cupcake flavored.
Do you guys remember the iJustine video where she like takes out the bill for the first iPhone?
The bill?
Yeah, like she had the very first iPhone, like obviously, right? And then she got the bill, which was like at that point they would send you in the mail a box which had like all of the data that you used. And it was like a
the
manual.
cell phone yes.
It was like a bill for the data, but it was like a script.
Yeah, there was she was another one that I watched. I loved her videos, and I loved to like fantasize. There's like a photo of like the iPhone 1. Like I remember sitting in my computer room because computers were massive, where we had like a room in our house that was like it was a closet configured to be like the computer room. And I remember looking up photos of the first iPhone on that and showing my parents, and I'm like, y'all have to get this phone. Like, it's going to change the world. Like, please get me this phone. I was like fucking 8 or something at the time. And they like wouldn't do it. But there's like a photo of that phone. And I would like look up like eBay listings trying to convince them like that were like, this one's like $200 cheaper. Like, you can get this one for me. Like, and then like I can just use it. I didn't need a phone or an iPhone. But there's the photo of the iPhone with like the clownfish swimming through the anemone.
Oh yeah.
And that was the most beautiful photo I had ever seen in my entire life. I swear to God, that was gorgeous.
Me and my brother shared the first iPhone like not that long after it came out, which makes it seem like we had a lot of money, but we had a guy who sold stolen products. So like every product I had up until like even like being 19 years old, like 18 years old. My first like camera was like I bought it from somebody who stole it. Like
Wow.
my first computer, I bought it for, which I think it's past like that was like 5 years ago now. Like it doesn't fucking matter. And sorry to those people. You snooze, you lose. What can I say? But yeah, me and my brother had the first iPhone, yeah, and we fully were sharing it.
Yeah,
That's
one.
actually the first. That was the first phone I had that like me and my brother had a number, so that we shared, and we would like give it to our friends. And I liked having the phone with me more because my brother didn't care. And I had it charging next to my bed one night, and I like woke up to like the ding of like a message, and I looked, and it was one of those messages that's like, oh, send this to 10 people and your crush will kiss you tomorrow, whatever. And I was like, I think maybe like in like 5th grade or something, like 4th or 5th grade, and I was like, oh my god, like I didn't think like, oh, I could just delete this text so my dad doesn't see it and think I'm like being like a little like promiscuous kid. So, but instead I went and showed it to my dad, and my dad was so confused, and he was like, who are you kissing? Why are you getting this?
Carmen Winstead. Why? Who is Carmen Winstead, and why is she gonna kill you?
Yeah.
Like
my dad was like, who are you gonna kiss? Like, who is this from? And I was like, I don't know. That's why I'm showing it to you. It's from a random number.
Did I mention that I'm dead? The craziest thing is that came back.
Yeah.
Recently.
What's crazy is literally, and I've known this forever, is that like trends and everything are cyclical, but we were amongst the first people using the internet in like a community-based way. So like everything that we liked and enjoyed from the internet and found funny, like fully we're seeing it come back, because now it's been long enough where we're seeing like
newcomers.
We're like 10 years apart from like the like 13 to like 17-year-olds on the internet. So we're seeing them like indulge in the things that we liked as kids publicly. And it actually freaks me the fuck out. Like the fact that Lana is as big as she is still, and it's amongst like people who were like my age when her albums came out, freaks me out. Like that freaks me out. Well, but it's like sweet.
She's not
like,
that big though, because she's not on the new Minions album produced by Jack Antonoff. So, I mean, if she was really a star, she would be on the Minions.
Did you ever think she like turned it down?
She didn't get invited, girl.
How do you know that? Jack Antonoff is literally her boy.
There's a solid chance that's gonna be like legitimately good music.
Oh, it's gonna be I'm so stoked. I almost bought the vinyl for it. Like I straight up,
The vinyl
and I don't
was
even
so
have a
fucking
record
ugly.
player.
It looked like a ring pop. Like you know
Yeah.
the really good ring pops? That's what it looked like. But in like a gross way. Like ew.
The cover art is insane.
It's so
bad.
It looks like an edit from 2014.
Yeah,
Like it literally looks like when
someone
you used
just
to look up
traced
transparent
fan
background, like transparent this to put on a background.
PNG.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is like the Carmen Winston. I feel like there's like so much shit that's like this is so stupid and like so insignificant. But I remember again during like the peak like Lana era, like 2013, 2014, 2012, like those years, 2014, like during all of that, like a really popular blush to have when you were like a part of that was this Too Faced blush that had like
the
hearts.
BB blush.
It was like the heart shaped one, and it has like imprints of like rabbits and stuff, and like Too Faced was the thing because it was so like dainty and like feminine. And somebody on my timeline had it the other day and was like showing it with a Lana song playing in the background, and it actually like
triggered you.
Greened me out. I was like, oh my god. Like also there's just something to be said like about TikTok
Urban
being
Decay.
like the Tumblr of
Oh, fully.
for this generation, except like minus all the, I can never say this word, and anonymity. You're stripping all that back, so it's most people like are showing their face, which is pretty scary because like what was fun about Tumblr is like being able to like build a little world and like fantasizing about who you could be, because also things weren't as accessible, so like all the things we wanted we couldn't have. But yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I
Freaked
just
me out.
remember when my sister got like Urban Decay and shit, that it was like her, like it completely shook her world. And then those like little stick blushes, the BB cream ones.
I think I know which ones you're talking about. It says BB cream on it.
Yeah.
Those were like this Maybelline. Maybelline had
Yeah.
also like the
I
foundations.
just remember
It's like the white and blue.
colors. The colors were like summery, and it was just like colors that they hadn't, like the packaging design.
Also baby lips.
Oh
Baby
yes,
lips
I used the
don't
fuck
work.
out of baby
That
lip.
doesn't work. Those chopsticks never worked. I'm trying to think of what I remember like how popular Kat Von D lipsticks were, and Kat Von D had a lipstick shade called Lolita, and that was like my whole thing. I was like, yeah, I have the Lolita shade of like this Kat Von D lipstick.
I'm trying to find the OG ones, and then the Milk cosmetics like clear gel. Do you remember it? It was like a Milk cosmetics like gold or silver like tube, and you would twist it up and it was clear and it was just supposed to make you look shiny.
Dude, I don't remember that. But, Milk Makeup was one of the first. What's crazy is Glossier and Milk Makeup being the first, like, companies that were, like, really running the whole, like, your skin but better, clean makeup, like, nothing. You don't need anything. It's also funny to have been, like...
The hydrating oil. I felt, like, so sick having that.
Oh, I loved that.
Yeah.
And they had the blue one, like, the cooling one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was good.
It's crucial. I was like, yeah, I wear makeup. I'm a boy and I wear makeup.
I'm different.
And it's literally just hydrating oil. It's just a fucking moisturizer.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. It was just like I used to be really like annoyed when younger people were into the things I was into, but now I'm finally at the age where like it's like very sweet to me. I'm like, "Oh my God, like my sibling, like my little sister is 13 and I'm just like, fuck, dude, like that's literally the age where like I was trying to explain to her like Lana, like, which maybe I shouldn't be like explaining Lana to my little sister, but she's like not really into that like sad music, but she does know like 2 Lana songs because of TikTok, which that was like blowing my mind because I was like, dude, also we're in an era where like I feel like you used to have to know like all of an album and like all of an artist because it wasn't like you were hearing these really like obscure singles from people, if that makes sense. Not saying Lana has the most obscure music ever, but you weren't on an application and being played over and over again this like pretty obscure song to the general public. It's like if you were into it, you were really into it because you found it through this and like you had to listen to the whole album and like figure out if you liked it or not. But now we're like really in an era where a lot of younger people's music taste is so like sprawled out over the spectrum of genres because of TikTok, which is honestly
and
like
Spotify.
Yeah, it's like pretty interesting. Yeah, that's the other thing is like we didn't like we had like Spotify and things, but like Spotify didn't used to be so good at like recommending other artists. Like it wasn't really like that wasn't the setup of it. And also
Actually, I remember it being pretty good at like that's why I use Spotify in like ninth grade was because it just helped me find new music. But I just started listening to music in like fucking ninth grade. Yeah. Even then, I barely listened to music.
I don't remember how I would find all the artists I liked. I think it was literally just from being like within the communities of those people on the internet and like finding out new people. Like if you were a Lana fan, you were obviously like Marina, Sky, Florence, like all those people kind of just like funneled into that.
Okay,
like,
but everything literally is embarrassing.
Into my hole. Everything is very embarrassing. And like Grimes, dude, have you seen this?
Grimesiana. I just re-listened to which I almost said art pop.
Art Angels?
Yeah, Art Angels. I almost re-listened to that I did re-listen to that recently, and that shit hits.
It's so good.
There
also,
are some bangers.
I wish she would go back to that style of like album art too. Like the 2D stuff that she was drawing.
Yeah.
So cool.
But yeah, I have always been very much a person that didn't listen to the album. I don't give a fuck. Like, give me the best, 3 hits. They're the 3 songs that I like the most, and I'll listen to those over and over again. So you get an album listen or whatever. But, I am not an album listener. There are a few albums that I will listen to all the way through, but it's, very rare. Slay.
Sky, Grimes, and Charlie. I had never seen that.
I haven't seen this
And then
either.
I saw it on my timeline. I was like, oh my God, is this new? This is fucking insane. But it's old. I just had never seen it. Which is odd because I was like a fan of all those people. I'm going to say something and it's going to ruffle some feathers. Honestly. But this is just me in my nostalgia core brain. True Romance is Charlie XCX's best album, and you cannot fight me on it. It is literally her best work. Like, I love that fucking album. Like, that album is so fucking good. I still listen to it, and it's so good. But that's also probably me on my nostalgia core, and I'm just like, you know what? Let's take it back to the basics.
I mean,
Let's
Pop
go
2
back.
has to say hello.
Yeah, Pop 2 is amazing, but let's just not forget. Let's just not forget True Romance. Me, like, pushing my bangs down while saying that. Let's just not forget.
Licking your fingers and drink. Licking
But yeah, I was talking to my little sister and I was like, I gave like my little sister and little brother like the whole spiel because like they're like 11 and 13 and I was like, I know everyone will tell you this, like, who's older than you, but please trust, I'm not trying to be like an old head and be fucking annoying, and I'm not going to tell you what to do with your life, but please revel in the experience you are having right now. I was like, please. And then I was like, I know both of your heads are set on like being adult and being able to go hang out with your friends when you want and being able to do what you want and being able to leave the house, but like, there's something so nice about the solace you get to have from the ages of like 12 to 17 or 18. That like kind of independence that you have such a strange independence because
it's like pseudo independence.
Yeah, because you're not genuinely independent, but you like have this isolation for yourself where you don't have to go see your friends. You can like take time for yourself to sit in your room and just fucking rot if you want, or you can go outside if you want. Like, you can do all these things. And I was like, because when you get older, then you have to really like balance work and your friend life and your social life and like your family life and like all these things, and you have to actually tend to these things in a way that is like maybe more difficult than you might imagine it. And I was like, please just enjoy like the nothingness. Like, it was just like a Saturday and like all the blinds in the house were shut and it was like raining outside in Miami, and I was like, dude, what I would do to like be your age right now. Like, it's like the best thing ever. And I was just like, please hold on to it. And then I was like showing my sister, I was like, when I was your age, like, this was like an artist I was really obsessed with, and I was like showing her things, and she was like, yeah, I know like a song from her and her. And I was showing her Florida Kilos.
Yeah.
Because I was like, what's funny is when I was your age, I heard this song and I was like, this is so me. But like, this song is talking about drugs, and that was like not me.
Not you at all.
And we were just like laughing about it. And then I was like, because in that song, Lana says like, we should get high in Miami. People never die in Miami. And I remember for me, like, as like when that album came out, I think I was 15, but like that meant so much to me because like to hear one of my favorite artists like mentioning Miami specifically, I was like, oh my God, this is me. Like, dude, I just remember like I have really vivid memories of like going to like my dad's friend's house. He had a really nice pool, and like I took like these like IG pictures at his pool, and I was listening to Florida Kilos, and I was like, yeah, I feel like fucking Pablo Escobar right now. Like, I'm just like on my vibes, like with drugs and stuff, and like I'm a fucking killer.
Selling coke and doing drugs.
I was like, I'm literally the killer. Like, I am the killer.
You had your killer arc.
And yeah, I felt like Scarface. In that moment. Yeah.
Get to the chopper.
I've never finished that movie.
That was the Terminator.
But yeah. Last thing I'll say is planes that don't have TV shouldn't be up in the air. Yeah. They should not be up in the air. I should not be 30,000 feet in the air on a contraption that doesn't have TV. I hate
new infrastructure.
I don't fucking trust old planes. Those shits were going down like flies. Like, I don't trust that shit. Why am I in this thing?
Get me out. Let me out.
Why am I in here? Why am I staring at the back of a plastic seat right now? No, get me out.
Like, what are you? Freak out. I've been thinking about that a lot recently because I'm watching shows that were like set in like the 80s and shit, and like literally, what did people do before the iPhone?
They sat and thought, because I fucking hung out with my grandma. That bitch can sit. She can sit in silence. She does not look at her phone. She doesn't have like a phone.
That's like the craziest vibe ever. And like, you would think that would make that generation like more stoic and like wiser and like know themselves better, but it probably fucked them up more than like we are now. Like, all of anybody that I know from those eras that they grew up without iPhones, like when they were our age, like, they're evil people, like all of them. And I'm like, I don't know if it's better or worse to have an iPhone in your hand and like not thinking those gnarly thoughts?
My
Like,
grandma
I don't know.
was shockingly incredibly woke slay. Like, I was genuinely shocked. She was saying things to me that I was like, I don't know why I'd never expected that to come out of your mouth. But it's also
What was she
because
saying?
she was just talking about being like anti-police.
Yeah.
But it makes sense because she lives in Honduras, which if you like know anything about Honduras, the police system is really gnarly there, as it is in a lot
Just
of places.
corrupt.
But it's like super corrupt and like, but the people there are very aware of it because it's like super prevalent within those communities. She was like, this whole system is so fucked up, like everywhere, but like in America, it's super apparent because like the gaps within how people live are just so fucked up. She was like, you shouldn't be watching on the news that like Ben Affleck and J-Lo are buying a $13 million house and like you're like you can't keep the lights on and like you can't like afford food for your children. She was like seeing those kind of things in your face and then like going to the store and seeing that everything is like going up in prices and like just knowing that like the rich are getting richer and the poor are getting poorer. Like it's like not a good thing to be fed all the time. She was like, and now like with the internet, it's like at such a high rate. And she was like, it's just all fucked up. And that's, I think, why people are like making those like movements to being more like inhumane because like they feel treated so inhumane. And I was like, hearing my grandma say that, I was like, girl, like what? Like, okay. Like, I don't know. It's like, for some reason, hearing her like have those ideas was shocking just because she is like an older woman. She's like 72. Which also I have found out 72 is like pretty young for my grandma. Or I don't know. But like I feel like all my friends' parents are like
My grandma's
all
like
my-
I think 82.
yeah. My Gammy is 72. I think she just turned 72. I found out her name and her age, so that was a plus because I didn't know my abuela's name.
Abuelita.
But yeah, she was just like saying a bunch of shit like that, and that was like weirdly shocking. And she really doesn't use her phone, which was like kind of making me anxious because I would hang out with her and like we'd talk for hours and then I'd be like, all right, I'm going to play Fortnite. And she would just watch me play Fortnite. And I was like, do you want me to turn on the TV to something more fun?
Do you want to play?
And she was like, no, I'm like good to watch. And she would just sit there in silence. And then like if nothing was happening in the house and no one was talking to her, she was just sitting and thinking. And I was like, dude, what could you be thinking about? Like, what could you be thinking about? You need to be looking at something.
Like, it's crazy.
Like, don't you understand you need to be watching TikTok right now? Like, do you not understand that? And it made me really insecure to be on TikTok around her because I was like, oh my God, like, the self-control this woman has where she can sit with her thoughts.
Sometimes my pride takes over and like if I'm at a dinner table with a bunch of people who are all on their phones, I'll like purposely not be on my phone. Even though I'm like itching and craving it, I'll be like, yeah, I'm like not on
I
my
do the
iPhone.
same
Like,
thing where I'm
y'all
just
are
like
y'all are just using your phone. Like I don't need to do that. I can just like sit and like relish in my own thought. And then I just like spring up scary thoughts in my brain. Like how the fuck what are you supposed to do? Like, I don't get it. Like, when you have gnarly thoughts and, like, you don't have an iPhone. Like, literally, what are you supposed to do?
I like read the paper.
Like, actually.
The newspaper.
Like,
Well, but that's
actually.
like tapping into media still. So there was still like media to tap into. It just wasn't like.
Also, in the
Wow.
shows that I'm watching, like, the people would go to, like the movies, and it was, like, this big, like, event to like do and like go to the movies and like people like dressed up to go to the movies and shit, and now no one goes to the movies, period. Like no one's
I know
going.
now like movie theaters are struggling more than ever. I still love going to the movies. There's nothing better than going to
love a movie.
I love like going to a late showing of a movie too. Like
I love going when it's light out and then coming out and it's dark, and I'm like, damn, I like wasted the whole day in there. Like, I can't. But yeah, I love a good movie theater experience.
Fuck, I was gonna say something and I fully forgot. But maybe that's in that show when she went to go listen to music and she like plugged her fucking headphones into the vinyl player. I was like, me with my AirPods and
Like,
special.
why not just get AirPod Maxes? Like,
Yeah.
why didn't they just invent AirPods?
I'm
back
glad
then?
I convinced you to get yours because like you saw me with mine so many times and you were like,
Yeah.
I need those.
Yeah,
But you
true.
couldn't afford. I got the blue ones and Drew like couldn't afford the ones that like were like color, so like he had to get the white ones. Ooh.
There's no price difference between them.
No, there is. It costs a little more to have like a cool color.
Mm.
So Drew did get the cheaper ones. He got the white ones.
Do they actually have a price difference?
No, they don't.
I was like, dude, what the fuck? No. Yeah, I got the silver ones because it matches all my devices.
Do you guys smell that?
Smell what?
It smells like something's burning. You don't smell that?
That's your upper lip, baby.
Yeah, it's literally
No.
your upper lip. You were giving head to a fucking burnt piece of paper, so your upper lip.
There's literally no smell. Kai, you're having a stroke.
I'm having a
right
stroke,
now.
maybe.
Like
Is
that's
that what that means?
yeah.
Smells like burnt hair.
Oh, your hair is on fire.
The children are burning.
Children. I really wanted to be like somebody who was really into horror movies in high school, so I tried to get myself to watch every Stephen King movie. And I started with Children of the Corn. Probably one of the most boring movies I've ever seen. But I went to school the
boring.
next day and I was like, yeah, have y'all seen Children of the Corn?
You were like in your letterbox era in high school.
Yeah.
I smell like our neighbor like cooking ramen.
Okay.
Kai's never smelt like a good home-cooked meal.
Yeah.
So he's scared.
Yes, I have.
He hasn't smelled good food. He hasn't smelled like spiced food before because he's white and white people don't do spices. They don't do spices. Like what? A good salt
that's
soup
right.
is good. Like water and salt warmed up. Like that's good. You know what I'm saying? Like
No,
it's good.
I
No,
don't.
sometimes having no spice is nice. I'm sorry. I'll say it and I'll go to my grave saying it. It's okay sometimes.
Well, that's because I know what you're trying to say, though. Because some...
like chicken noodle soup with just no spice is lit sometimes.
Yeah. I kind of get what you're saying because especially if you're like sick or something. Like you don't want like a fucking
exactly.
crazy flavor. But I had like a breakfast soup the other day and it didn't have much spice in it. It just had like a chili oil and like tiny scallions in it. But it was like rice. It was like rice, mushrooms. It wasn't like a soupy soup, but it was like rice and then like some soup over it. And it was so delicious. But it wasn't super flavorful. It was just like fresh and nice. So I get what you're saying.
So fresh and so damn clean.
I went to go see Moulin Rouge, like the play, and
Plays are boring.
I am the biggest cunt ever because it was like it's a musical.
A musical? I fucking hate musicals and I cannot do it. I hate musicals
That's
so
what
much.
I always say, but I love Hairspray. Like Hairspray is so
Oh,
good.
see, I cannot do the musical movies. I can go to a musical, I think, and enjoy it, but it
You
might
didn't
be
like La La Land?
I like La La Land, but that's
And you
La
like
La Land.
Hairspray?
No.
You don't like Hairspray?
We rewatched Hairspray, and I was like, "Fuck movies that sing."
Without love, it's like
If there's
a rock and roll with no
They should be
drummer.
acting,
What
not
is that?
singing. I don't get it. But like going, you know what?
Is that Hairspray?
I don't fucking know.
mama.
Going to the musical, like, and seeing it live is a different story. Like
No,
that sounds
see,
sick.
that to me is worse because I'm like, oh my god. Also, I didn't know what Moulin Rouge was. Whatever. Yeah. I know. It's like so historically great. Blah, 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 blah,
I've
blah, blah.
I've never heard of that. In my
neither
life.
had
I'm not
I.
joking.
But I guess it's like some shit that's been around forever. So like, it's like the Beatles.
That-
Bitches
is
are
it
gonna
my
say something.
ignorance? Like, am I ignorant for not knowing?
No, it's just like when something is that old, like the hags will speak. Like it's like the Beatles, like because they are that old, like the hags will come out the
They'll
woodwork.
come out of the cracks and have some shit to say.
But they were doing like renditions of like new songs, and that was one of the renditions. Like,
They were, like,
"Ain't
rapping and
nobody,
shit?
nobody." But they weren't changing the lyrics. They were just like singing them, and like they did like Katy Perry, like fireworks.
What was it? What is it? Wicked? That raps.
No, Hamilton.
Hamilton. Hamilton.
I really
Girl,
don't like
uttering
it.
those words on this podcast, I can't.
You know what it is? Okay, so I walked out and I was like, that was good. Like, I didn't mind being there.
Oh, you
but,
know
like,
what? I'm
would
gonna
I
give it a
spend
chance.
$250 on a ticket to see that ever again? No.
$250?
$250.
Oh
Granted,
my
it was
God.
Mother's Day weekend,
Holy shit.
and
no,
we got the tickets the day before.
Absolutely not. Buy an Arc'teryx jacket. Oh. Wait.
Is that new? I was going to ask.
Arky!
You got that from the outlet, right? That's like a really old colorway.
Arky!
Did you get that for on sale at the outlet?
No, I got it from REI.
Yeah, you got it on sale.
Bitch, you can't let me just enjoy anything
I'm
that
just
I
saying.
own.
Oh, so it's true.
But
Ooh,
literally,
yikes, it's true.
just going to a musical, like no.
I just, you
like,
know what it is?
Wait, no, fuck. I'm like not even saying what I wanted to fucking say.
Yeah,
I want to go to a fucking musical.
Have you
but
been to one?
I need to go to Hamilton. I want to see Hamilton so I can either know that like. Because I know nothing about it. I know,
Same.
like, literally, I'm not joking, 2% of the information about it. But going to it may change my mind, and I may be like, damn, like, people like this shit for... That's what I'm saying. People like this shit for a reason. People like Imagine Dragons for a reason. Like, there's something to it, and I need to get into that mind frame and mindset to understand why. Because it's one of those things that I'm, like, low-key hating it because it's, like, the most popular thing in the world right now. Like, that and Wicked, and I'm like... But I also just know I don't like musicals, and I'm like, maybe like I just need to experience that and go. Because I loved Rocky Horror Picture Show. That is a fucking classic.
That's a certified classic. But you know what it is too is maybe
my dad was trying to come out of the closet when he showed that to me 300 times. My straight ass dad, that was like his favorite movie, like literally his favorite movie growing up. Was Rocky Horror Picture. He's sus. He's a sussy baka for that. He's Sussiana Taylor. Miss Tolar.
Shut up.
Miss Tolar.
You know what I think it is too is because you look at the communities who are fans of that stuff and you don't see anyone who looks like you around your age who's into the other same things as you. So
White
you're not,
people.
You're not, shut up. You know what I mean? So you're not invested in the idea of looking into it because if you like saw who was fans of it and it was like friends of yours and peers of yours, you would be more intrigued. But because it's like Disney adults, you're like, ooh, never mind. Like, never mind.
Yeah.
We should see it in August.
Hamilton?
Yeah.
I'm down.
We should maybe get our
There's
tickets
also
now.
that, and then there's like the Mormon one.
Oh, I want to see by the South Park creators.
Yeah.
I really want to see that. My friend was saying that.
That's apparently
that's
like
really
actually
fucking
good.
funny.
Wait,
Yeah.
Book of Mormon?
My
Yeah.
fucking
It's
hair
so
is so
good.
fucked up right now.
That is actually like a very good.
I have to go fix my hair. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh.
But Enya's taking a hair break. Hair and makeup. What you don't see is the entire hair and makeup team behind the scenes doing Enya's makeup and hair. And I do my shit naturally.
It took them what 3 hours to do your hair for the Halloween episode?
No, I did my hair.
Oh, you did your hair for that?
Yeah. No, what was it? The one where I looked British, like a beetle.
Which one was it? Yeah, you had it where it looked like your hair was just on backwards. It looked like a Lego hair piece when you like put it on the wrong way.
You mean when you had a fucking wig on?
Just
You mean when you-
clean. So fresh and so damn clean.
Yeah, it was like the thing is, all of their voices were insane, and like some of the actors, I just
That's
liked
the
their characters.
thing.
There was like 4 characters, like the 2 like sidekick friends, if you've seen it, the 2 like sidekick dudes. I can't remember their names. Like the sidekicks to the Christian character, and the like head of the house, like. Those, the head of the like burlesque like show place, they all ate regardless, like no matter what was happening, they were like killing it. But I don't know, I think I'm just like I have a lot of my own insecurities, and like the idea of me doing that is so embarrassing. So
You're
seeing
like
someone else
projecting
doing
a
it,
little bit.
yeah, I'm like fully projecting because I'm like, that's so embarrassing. Like you were belting with your chest right now. Fireworks by Katy Perry. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. I feel like I'm watching American Idol right now.
No, I like kudos to them.
Yeah,
like,
God bless
seriously.
them,
Like
but-
you being able to do that shit is crazy. Being opera trained from like 7 years old, lit sauce. That's something I want to see as an opera, low key. But I just feel like I'd like after 3 songs, I'd be like, let me out of here.
Rain
There was something
wanted
I
me
was
to go see an opera with her and her friends,
Word.
but I was busy the next day. But they were like, no, it's actually so beautiful. Like I cry. Like
There's-
I cry when
There
I'm
was
there.
something that we were watching. Oh, bitch. The premiere me and Kai went to last night. Like, I was like, there were several points where I was like, can this be over? Like, this can end right now, please? And I like want to move on with my life. But it was good. It was good.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it. It's like a solid 6 out of 10. Could go up to a 7, maybe a 7.6, depending on how the season plays out. But it was like it was really fun. I enjoyed it a lot.
I want to have sex with the whole cast of Breaking Bad. The whole cast.
Period.
Everybody.
Everybody.
What about like the old grandpa? The really old one?
Yeah, he
Which
can give
one?
me kind of lingus.
Oh yeah.
Really?
For sure.
I'm
He gives
sitting on that
sloppy
lap.
top. He takes out his dentures. I know he gives
Yeah.
good top.
I'm going in.
What about the bird in the logo of El Pollo Hermanos?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm bottoming for that bird.
Yeah. I'm going in.
You're gonna bottom the bird? All right.
Yeah.
I was just fact checking to see if you guys were really about
I'm gonna
it.
guzzle that bird. Like I'm going to like
Choke that chicken. Yep.
Ew.
Okay, well, this is the last thing I have to say before we move on to media. But do all moms think that they have cute babies? Like, I think every mom
Yeah.
thinks they have a cute baby because
No,
I
some of them are
was...
self-aware. Some of them are like, damn, my thing is gross.
No, my mom was not self-aware because I was genuinely the ugliest baby. I looked like a fucking alien fetus, like dropped from a meteor and hit the earth and was like bloody and disgusting and red and scarred. Like I was disgusting. I was the most rancid looking baby I had ever seen in my entire life. We'll insert a photo. And my mom is convinced that we were cute. And like, we were not cute. Madeline was ugly as fuck. She looked like a hairless rat. Like, it was gross. I was like 300 pounds heavier than her. And I was like, just like, my head was giant. And it looked like if I stood up, I would like fall over because my head was so big. Like, that's one thing is I grew into my head. And I still have a giant head.
No,
my
think I
head
have a
was this
huge
side
head.
when I was a
I've been
baby.
looking at myself this whole episode and I'm like, damn, I got a big head.
Yeah, I grew into this head like as a baby. Like this was the size that my head was when I was a child, and then I grew into it. But yeah, do all moms think they have cute babies? Because my mom is convinced, and my dad is honest. He was like, yeah, y'all were fucking gross. Y'all were ugly. Which like I respect the honesty because I was an ugly baby. But then like when I was like a toddler or something, like we like grew into it.
I've seen like moms on TikTok show their babies like before and be like, I cannot believe this turned into this because like
Yeah.
my baby is cute now. But this was scary.
Yeah,
Like this
I
was
think
like
just infants are disgusting in general.
yeah,
like, no
they're,
matter what.
they're like uncooked. They like need more
Yeah.
time to like. We gotta keep them things in there till they're like 1.5.
Yeah, I'm not joking. I text my sister this once every 2 months, like asking for those pictures of us, and I just never
You
have.
need to like save them somewhere, freak. Fuck. Okay, so I have a non-binary anthem that I would like to share.
Okay.
This is for my non-binary listeners out there. This one's for you, dedicated to you. This one's to all the Yosters, to all the to Jester and all the Yosters.
Yeah.
Did you see one of Jester's last IG posts? They captioned it like, this one's for the Yosters.
Yeah.
The TikTok that like I don't think they made it. I think their friend made it. But like of them being like paparazzi, and then there was like the stadium footage of like the wave of hands going up like to celebrate like Jester just like dancing and like. Dude, that had me cracking up. They've done like so much shit and it's always like on their close friends. And in my head, I'm like, this needs to be public. But I get it. It's because Jester is living their mysterious fantasy. Like, who knows what Jester gets up to. And that's it for this episode. Unless Drew has anything else.
No, nothing else. I just have drawing every day is lit. And then bloody gums feel so good. There's like pains that feel good.
Yeah.
Like and one of them is like flossing until your gums bleed and like just like oh yeah, like I just know the pain. There's like a little node that like you just like keep hitting and it's like bleeding and like oh I love that fucking feeling. And getting up in between your molars like oh yeah, I'm gonna go floss after this. It's gonna be very sexual. And yeah, just drawing every day is lit because like it's just lit.
It makes you better at it.
Yeah, I just been drawing every day because we're designing things for merch coming soon.
Oh.
And it's just nice.
How am I not supposed to squish my newborn baby's head?
Just poke the soft spot.
Yeah, like
Oh
how am
my
I like
fucking God.
I like if I
Like a
like
rotten
something enough,
watermelon.
I like have to squish it. So how am I not going to do that? I don't think I will be able to. So my baby will pass immediately. And then I want my tombstone to be one big vibrator. So people who visit me can just sit on it and have a good time.
Get off.
I don't want it to be a sad experience. I want it to be full of pleasures. Baby wipes feel like I shouldn't be wiping my lady hole with it. Like baby wipes are for like your butthole. Like I don't feel like a baby wipe should graze my member.
Yeah.
And then this is my hot take. I know I've been silent on the subject. But how are abortion rights even in question when Taco Bell recently started selling lattes? As a country, I believe we need to regroup.
Wait, they started selling lattes?
They sell fucking Cinnabon flavored lattes. Cinnabon Delight lattes.
I know them.
You know
They
what's
just taste
worse
good.
is I know this because a fucking freak on my timeline drank it.
I know those taste good. Like, I know they taste good.
Dude, they probably taste so fucking
Yeah,
good.
they just like it's just pure processed bullshit. Like, I know it's like so delicious. I know it doesn't even taste like coffee.
I just know that gives you a UTI immediately. Like you have that and immediately like your urinary tract is infected.
Yeah. Okay, let's move on to the memes. Okay, so this one is he don't got a single song where he needs to be doing this. Like, that's
Dude,
true.
This had me cracking up. Like, is that real?
Yeah, it's real. It's very, very real.
It's so fucked up.
Okay, the next one is...
You can't keep getting away with this!
The next one is I'm straight, but red apples be so good. I mean, yes, true. And then I have like... Oh, you know which one it is. I'm her. I'm literally her. Like, I'm like literally her.
Standing like bone chillingly still after getting
Keep
caught
your
doing
no
that.
touching, or what does she say? Keep your hands off of me.
I don't even know what she says.
But yeah.
Did you see
literally,
my
I'm
comment?
her.
Did you see my comment?
No. Oh yeah, you said like sourcing this meme or something. Where's my credit? But Kai airdropped those to you. Okay, so now media for the week.
Media of the week.
Okay, I'll go first. So I've been listening to this album called Deltron 3030 over and over and over again, and it's so fucking good. And the songs Virus and Time Keeps Slipping are crazy. And I'm not sure, this is probably not true, but I've been obsessed with Kid Koala for a long time now. Because he has like these songs like 9-bit blues and 2-bit blues and shit, which are like literally classics to me. And I'm pretty sure he produced Deltron 3030, but I don't fully know. But Kid Koala has 2 songs off of one of his albums, like one of his first albums, or their first albums, Bashan Street Blues and Stomping at Le Savoy. And those are my media. Like, those 4 songs like have been keeping me going for the past 4 weeks. And then I watched Sword Art Online, the first season. It does not keep up to my brain what it like thought it was. It's really fun and good, but it's just not what my 16-year-old like virgin to anime brain like thought it was. It was like one of the first animes I watched. Then I watched Mob Psycho. That is probably my favorite anime of all time. Not my favorite anime of all time, but it is up there, like close to Hunter x Hunter. And like I've watched the entire first season of Mob Psycho, the entire first season of Sword Art Online. And then I watched this anime that Josh and Lucas put me on called Ranking of Kings, and that shit is so fucking good. It's about like this like deaf prince who like without spoiling anything, it's about a deaf prince that like is like, is he gonna take over his father's kingdom or is he not? Like, and just like, it's so good. And it's like this little Boji is his name, and he's like this little dinky boy, and it's very much
is it like super sweet?
It's so cute. It's so fucking cute. And
when you
you'll
said the
cry.
name, I was like, oh, action. You know what
No,
I realized?
it's not
I'm not like
action.
an action girl.
No,
Like,
this one you would fucking love it. It would make you cry your eyes out. It's so fucking cute.
Dude, there's so many like animes I need to watch. You know what I need to rewatch is Dead Man Wonderland. Have you seen that?
I haven't. You showed me it a long time ago. I haven't watched it in a very. Is that the one where they're like in prison?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like one of the first animes I ever watched, and like I have been looking for it everywhere, and it does not
I think it's on
exist.
Netflix now.
Oh, really?
Because I might be tripping, but I remember there wasn't enough funding to do season 2, but I think there is a season 2 now, because I think the manga kept going and then the like show got cut. Will there be a season 2? Unfortunately, there won't be any next season.
Yeah, I remember that. Was really
the
sick.
company that was doing it went bankrupt while it was in the making.
I also watched Assassination Classroom.
Yeah.
It's just not as good. as like the others. It doesn't
not a
carry.
super big fan of it. I love the characters. So all the characters look so cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was an anime I tried to watch and I was like, I'm not really into this. I really want to watch. I'm gonna rewatch Dead Man Wonderland. I haven't been watching any anime recently, but that's because I like have so many like movies to catch up on since I just now came into the age where I can watch movies. So for my media of the week, we're all going to the World's Fair. It's like a really good movie, but I think it just like I think it didn't need to be that long. It's like really good, but a lot of it is dragged out, and I think maybe it had to do with like because don't movies have to be a certain length to get into like festivals and things, like they have to be like feature length films to be in a festival. So I think maybe that's why it was that long. Like I'm not sure why, but that's just like I just feel like it was like too long. Like it could have been, if it was shorter it would be like one of the like my favorite movies ever. But the soundtrack for it is my other media. It's so fucking good. It's by Alex G, and it like that album is so fucking good, and it's honestly what made me like the movie even more was the soundtrack of it. I finally saw 3 billboards outside Ebbing, Missouri. Cried my fucking ass off. Like, oh my god, that movie was so fucking good. Like, it deserves like awards or something. Like, I know it came out a while ago, but like I feel like we need to like it deserves like an Oscar or something. Like, I don't know. And then Desperate Living by John Waters. So fucking funny, pretty gnarly, but like just like good comedy. Like just really fucking funny. And yeah, that is my media movie wise. I've been reading Milk Fed. I know I'm a piece of shit. I love that book. Whatever, suck my balls. And then my music of the week, Shake Back by Kodak Black is such a good song. Couldn't Love You More, John Martin. Seabird, Innovations, and then that whole Alex G album is so fucking good. Yeah, I need to go back to making playlists because I've just been listening to my likes and it's a nightmare.
Yeah, I actively don't listen to Alex G.
Really?
It's like Alex G. When I found out that he did Babylon with One O Tricks Point Never, it really broke my heart. I don't know why. I don't. There's like a few people. It's like Alex G and Cemetery. I like actively don't listen to.
Alex G has really good music.
I know, and that's the thing is like all of his music I really like. But I don't know. There's something about it. Something about it that like makes me just like.
Is it because it's like the male manipulator anthem?
I don't know. Like I just.
Because I really like Alex G, but there is a specific type of guy that lives in San Francisco.
I think that might maybe be it. It's just like, but also it's not that. I just like actively choose not to listen to him, which like sucks because I do realize he has like really fucking great songs. Because all of the songs that I like by him are like some of my favorite songs like ever. But yeah, and then Cemetery I just can't do.
Well, you're gonna hear me playing Alex G around the house, and you're gonna have to listen to it because it's so good. It's like the songs I was playing yesterday when I was showing y'all. My AirPods trying to convince you to get like a cooler pair because your white ones were like the cheaper like alternative.
I had them first, and I'm better than you.
You didn't though. That's weird. You just decided to like be weird and show them first, but I don't believe in like showing the things I buy because like I actually care about them.
I had them first.
That's it for this episode. Live, laugh, love your way. Endow. Burn.
Yes.